I'm Turk Strongman, current resident at Mind Voltage Institute. Let me ask you, in the context of the last few videos I've uploaded, which have to do with the thought content and whether you select your thought content, and if you do actually willfully, consciously select your thought content, then what do you select for it to be? In this context now, my question is, in this video, what about memories that pop up of people or of somebody, just somebody that we miss, or you miss, or I miss a lot? And what do we do about those when they pop up? Do we select? Should we select memories like that? Should we select to think about them? Or if they do pop up without us having selected for them to do that, or elected for them to do that, then should we select it to ponder on them, to put time into giving them our attention? They are going to be, by their very nature, by definition, memories that are emotionally laden and also a bit weighty on perhaps the thought side of affairs as well, the thought content that goes with them. It may very easily lead from one thing to the next, thought content-wise. So what should we do? What about those types of things? Do we have an obligation to go ahead and give them some of our attention at the moment? And if so, then every time it should arise? Well, this is the general nature of inquiry here in this video. But before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, right now is a good time to do that. Go ahead and do that right now. At the same time, activate the notification bell feature to be apprised of new uploads, future uploads here at Mind Voltage Institute. Excuse me a moment. I do have the sniffles. Annoying. Excuse me again. Remember to share and to like this video, and to make note of the donation by PayPal information in this video's description area immediately below your media player window right now. Alright, so let's move on. I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this while making a video, but I have to. That is the only way to. One moment of gross indecency, so that I can have many moments of decency during the remainder of this video, I hope. Okay, look, I was just going through a manuscript that I wrote. It's ready for publication. It's a short book called The Black Smoke. It's my account of a very true event that took place involving the best friend I ever had, Jimmy Spencer. And in the book, I have placed a photo of him. Well, I was just now, I'm reorganizing a lot of files. I'm doing graphic arts work at the same time. I'm planting spray paintings, spray paint art. I'm gathering together things I've written. I'm reorganizing affairs, preparing them to move forward in their destinies. I came upon the picture of Jimmy, and I don't very often look at this manuscript. I don't think of Jimmy very much. When I do, it's usually just, I remember that he was my friend, and then my thoughts move on to something else. Of course, I miss him. I've missed him for decades. But rarely does it actually hit me that I really miss him. Well, this time, looking at this picture, this photo, at first I just glossed over it, moved on to the next page in the book. I'm going to show you the photo. But then I went back to it, and I looked how bright his eyes were usually early 20s there. I was just a couple years older, 2 or 3, maybe 3 years older, 2 or 3 at the time, mid-20s, let's say. And I suddenly remember how full of life he was, how animated and full of life, good sense of humor, second level brown belt in Japanese karate, really adventurous. Here, this is Jimmy. I hope you can take a look. Does this even work? I don't know. Well, I hope that worked out. And then, well, right below it, this is at the end of the book. Right below it, then there's me at that time. Right here. Can I make this smaller? Hey. Excuse me. Can I make this smaller? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, zoom out. There we are. Well, there's me. Can you see that at all? Jeez, apparently not. I don't understand what the problem is here. I honestly, there it is. There it is. So there's me at the time. Alright, so yeah. Well, there's somebody who set him on fire and burned him alive. Burned him to death. Just a couple years after that. Alright, so I really miss him. So I'm speaking now when raising these questions here that I did at the outset with respect to what should I do to handle this right now? What should I do? What should my thought content be? I'm not somebody who comes up with old memories. Like my mother, she used to say, at least I have my memories. You know, you 3 boys growing up, oh, you were all such handfuls. I'm glad I have my memories, my good memories. Yes, at least I have my memories. She'd be like 75 years old and live alone. And I would ask her sometimes, how do you deal with being alone here? Where we grew up, your sons grew up, at least the last 2. And now you're all alone. What do you do? What do you think about? And she said, well, I'm just glad I have my memories. I have my memories. And they keep me, I feel good when I have my memories. I'm not somebody, I'm not like that with memories of people. I remember people that, and it makes me sad that the things I did with them, I'm not doing right now with them. With it, I'm not with them right now. I mean, unless it's a terrible memory. Even the so-called good memories, I typically get sad. I don't feel good remembering them because they were good and they're past. It's over. And I was experiencing them, but I'm not. All I have is a memory. To me, that doesn't feel good. But here came this memory of Jimmy zooming in on me, and I started to get that sad feeling. So, what was the right thing? What would have been the right thing for me to do right then? Because I don't want to feel bad. I didn't ask for this memory to come up. I didn't select it. I went ahead and I gave it a moment, and next thing I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling sad. I didn't want to start getting any kind of like anxiety building up over anything. Wow, great hair, Turk. That's all right. I'm a current resident of Monvoley's Institute. I'm allowed to look like that. Current resident. It looks like I'm the resident who stuck my finger in the current socket. Well, right away, I realized that now that these memories are rolling, until I get my mind focused on something different, which would have been easiest within the first second or two. But no, more time has passed now, and here I am, and remembering Jimmy, and looking at the photo, and imagining it coming to life, like I'm right there, and now the photo's taken, and you get on with the next action or whatever is going on right then, as though, yeah, right there. Now, if I'm going to have a little time between this moment and when my mind is totally off on something different than Jimmy, well then I better turn my memories, I better turn this into feeling good. And I'm not used to that. I just started to say to myself, instantly, right then, I'm glad I knew him. Glad I had my time with him. It was fun. He was cool. He was a good person. I really liked him. He was my brother. I'm really glad. I feel good having remembered this. That's really cool. Look at that picture. Yeah, I was full of life, man. Just full of life. That was cool. Yep. Yeah, I miss that. I miss that. I'm glad I have that to miss. I really do. I really am. Then I thought, hey, I don't feel bad now. Now, I'm not saying it'll work like that quickly for you. It did for me that time. I could easily sit here and say, I never did before, but then again, I didn't actually do that exactly like that ever before. I don't think. Apply the antidote that I just related to. But then I thought, well, you know what? That was cool enough. that I'm going to make a video about before I forget. Before I forget how that just worked. What I just did, what it applied to, and how it worked. And yeah, here I am been talking about, whether we select our thoughts and what do we do. What about when thoughts come up, which they often do, that we didn't select? What should we select instead then? What should we be thinking about? We'd be thinking about most of the time. Really. When we're walking, when we're sitting somewhere, when we're thinking about something, when we're whatever we're doing. So yeah, then this variation of all of that came up. And this is a tough one. Remembering somebody that you really miss. It's a tough one to just right away push aside. You almost feel obligated to give it some time. But like before, like I've said in the other contexts, relevant contexts, in the immediately preceding couple of videos, or video anyway, there's no such obligation. There isn't. There isn't. So if you select to continue on with a memory of somebody you really miss, as soon as it hits, as soon as it comes, as soon as you're aware of it, if you go on and select to stick with that memory for a bit, for a moment, then you better make it good. You better make it be uplifting, even if it isn't at first. You can make it that way. And you tell yourself remembering this feels good. Now there is an aspect of it that will feel good. It's there. You just need to make sure that's the one you connect with. That's the feeling you connect with. Now affirm it and make it happen. Or get off the thought. Replace it with something else. Don't linger with thoughts that make you feel like crap. You have no obligation to linger on any of it. In the first place. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumb up. If you didn't like it, give it one anyway. Remember, subscribe to the channel now. Activate the notification bell feature to be apprised of our new uploads here at Mind Voltage Institute now. Like and share this video now. Make note of the donation by PayPal information in this video's description area immediately below your media player window right now. I'm Turk Strongman, current resident at Mind Voltage Institute. Be well.